I think I have Yep, here we have this line of visibility, that line. Now that line is basically our curtain on our stage. What we just delineate what the customer can see and what they can't. We put that line of visibility in there to help us to then figure out what functions are seen and what aren't. Now up the top you'll see the line of interaction. So it's just adding in this very simple line. But what it shows us is that these are the main touch points. This is when the customer interacts with your employee. That's those touch points, or sometimes they're called moments of truth. Okay? That's when the service becomes real. That's when the promise you've made to the market manifests. So that line of interaction is key because you have to know at which touch points the customer actually interacts with you and how. So that touch point may be online, and others may be face-to-face depending on the nature of your service. And you'll see underneath in the green boxes under the line of visibility, these are the actions that the business does back of house to prepare. These are things that aren't seen, but that are a key part of it. But the boxes are really simple. This is the way that we start the journey out there. What we start to see too, when we think of service as theatre, most theatre has multiple acts. So sometimes we might look at the first act when the customer first comes to the motel, parks their car, comes and checks in. We might say that's Act 1. And then we look at the second act, what happens with the night stay, and then the third act, when they depart. So by breaking it up into these acts, it actually becomes doable, because sometimes it can be overwhelming. So a part of this process is just thinking through very simply what are the main steps that happen.